So here we are running the server. See, the server is up, it's open to receive a message. Then run the client where we will send the message to. Send the test message. The confirmation was received. And here, got the message. Test 2.
So this is the unreliable UDP layer, and the send message, it receives the message that is meant to be sent, the IP address as well as the port that the server is using. It basically tries to get the IP address to see if it's valid, and if it is, it'll create a new random number and it'll try to generate the datagram packet to be sent to the server. And in these conditions, this is where um, the specs of 1 in like 20% is simply going to simulate a missing packet where nothing is going to be sent. And then here, 10% of the packets are going to be duplicated, since it'll send it in this condition and then send it again afterwards, and simply send the message to the server. In the receive message, it'll just receive the datagram packet and like return it. Now for the stop and wait client, what we have here is that in the send message, it's going to initialize that it has not received a reply, and the frame is going to be equal to the index, the divider, and the data. The divider being a string of special characters that's going to divide the data. And then this is just going to be a while loop until it receives a reply, where after sending the message to the server, it creates the waiter or the timer to kind of trigger the timeout and resend the message if no acknowledgement is received. So here it tries to get that acknowledgement, and if it doesn't, the timeout is triggered and it resends the message. If the acknowledgement is like not null or not empty, and it is equal to the index that is being expected that was sent, like the frame to validate it, then it does just print out that the acknowledgement was received, reply is true, so that client kind of finishes sending the message and can send the next one. And on the server side, what it's doing for the receive is that it is always going to be in an infinite loop receiving message, open to message. And at first the frame is going to be empty, and it's going to try to read the message that was sent to the server from the client. And if it doesn't, the catch clause is going to just say that the received message failed. Now, if the frame is not empty, that means that we have the frame does contain the index, which is the message ID, and on the other side of the divider, that's going to be the actual message, which then the server uses its send message method to send the ID or the index back to the client as the acknowledgement flag, and it just prints out that it received the message. Now, if the message equals exit, that's kind of like the way to stop the server from running to not receive any more messages.